Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 1. Last time, we defeated the Tiamat, which was the boss from last time, who was not very easy and took quite some time. We also had some somewhat strange, confusing cutscenes, ending with this scene. Now, I didn't want to go any further because I figured I'd have a whole bunch to say on the matter, but for the most part, I can't say a whole lot without spoiling a whole lot, so I'm going to say this. This is KOS-MOS crucified on a cross in wires. I know this shouldn't be something easily forgotten, but make sure you remember this for later. There's a lot of scenes in this game where, from game to game, you just start forgetting scenes because the story takes so long to get there. Not because the games are all that long in themselves, it just takes a while to get there because there's 3 games to play through. And by the time you'll understand where we are, we'll be in a different game.
KOS-MOS. So, this is
Your what? Your dream? Your subconscious? Your past? What is it? Also note,
we shall be as gods.
those of you who watched my Xenogears Let's Play knows that that was one of the codes
Subconscious domain protection.
that was built in and started spamming on the Eldridge when Deus started to break free. In this game, it's the seal which seals KOS-MOS' subconscious domain so that we can get access to the information that we need, which is why we went in there to begin with. And I guess this should have been like a 10-minute thing, and it took however many episodes to get through that last dungeon. That is a long dungeon. And there's a lot to do there, and we get some incredible items. That being said, even though I have no reason why, KOS-MOS wouldn't wake up, I guess, unless we did that. I don't know why. Maybe Vector put a block on it, or I don't know, whatever.
Morning. KOS-MOS?
Do note,
Morning, Xian.
even though I've mentioned it before, that she will pretty much always say that when KOS-MOS wakes up. In fact, I believe it is every single time.
Well, looks like we all managed to make it back.
So everyone did experience it. It wasn't just a hallucination.
Okay.
Of course, we kind of knew that already. Alan, you got some balls all of a sudden, buddy. Good for you. And long black screen later. There we go. Back on the Durandal. Hi.
I present to you the memory bank data from the anti-Gnosis humanoid weapons system KPX KOS-MOS. Protection level AAA with no possibility of alteration.
Memory bank data accepted. Please remain within the Miltian star system until you're cleared of all charges.
Sounds like a good idea, but I think we managed to clear our name, so that's good. Looks like we foiled Utic there.
Well, I am sure glad that escapade's over and done with.
You don't look very happy. Did something happen?
Huh? Yeah. You could say that.
Junior did not
I
want to
still can't
relive his
believe it.
past.
We've got another friend of yours to release too.
Hey, look who it
Master
is.
Guinan! Master Guinan! Oh.
And they're secretaries. Really?
Hey,
You've done well.
no big deal. But it sure brought back a lot of bad memories.
Yeah, you were there, and somebody
Sheila.
else we knew was there, and
That girl. She called herself Nephilim, right?
Nephilim was there, and Fibronia was
Yeah.
there.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Kind of a strange question.
what's wrong?
Well, if that girl is somehow connected to what I'm thinking of, then things are gonna get real busy real soon.
Is that something that Guinan would know about? Are you going to give us more scenes of those two talking behind closed doors so we can figure out what's going on?
She was crying, wasn't she?
What, Shion?
think that's only the second time I've ever seen her cry.
I'm assuming they went back?
No matter what happens, she never shares her pain with anyone. It's times like these when I'm reminded that I'm nothing but a subordinate to her.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming that scene happened like just like a few minutes ago or a few hours ago or whatever.
I wish I could take her tears away.
I don't think that happened in the past,
Maybe.
though it could have. I'm not sure.
Someday.
You will, Alan. Someday.
Easy for you to say. You don't know a thing about us. I'm sorry. It's just... I didn't mean to say that.
We've only known each other for a short while. But I can see that you have a good heart, Alan.
That he
You're
does.
too nice. Chaos.
He's a nice guy.
Kindness.
Kind of a pushover, though.
At times, it binds us. But still.
I'm not making that reference, no. No episode 1 reference there. And not this episode 1, a different episode 1. You know what I'm talking about. Haven't seen that movie in forever, and I still remember that scene.
Domain records today, and the Federation fleet is preparing to leave the area. The charges against Second Militia and the Kukai Foundation will be officially dropped tomorrow.
Sweet.
That's quite a job you pulled off there.
He didn't do
We couldn't have done
anything.
it without you. You have my thanks.
No doubt. Why are they just passed out on the bed like
So,
that?
Mizrahi's 100 series
I don't want to know.
seems to be quite important.
They seem like a lot more
Yes.
than secretaries
I
for
doubt you'll
Guinan,
stand by
considering
and
that
let her go that
response.
easily. You'd better be careful.
Right. Now, I wonder what they're going to try next.
Something I won't like. And Shion's half naked anyway. I don't know why.
Can't believe I just handed over top secret company info to the Federation without permission.
And no glasses either.
I am so fired.
I don't think so. You're too valuable of an employee for that. And then again, nobody else knows how to run KOS-MOS without you.
Momo.
What about Momo?
She looks so sad.
That she did. In fact, when she saw
Chief.
Junior sad, she started to look sad.
Why don't we go grab a bite to eat? Shelly told me about this great cafe.
I'm sorry. I don't have much of an appetite right now.
Poor
I
Alan.
guess I'm not quite myself either.
It's more comfortable under the covers, though.
Nephilim
That's an anime and video game thing all the
Brony.
time.
and her sisters.
Cecily and Kath. Try and remember those names. They
Does she
never come
mean
up until they expect you to remember them.
Release them. And KOS-MOS and Udu.
They choose the names they want to capitalize quite well.
All this facing the past stuff. What am I supposed to do? Oh. I don't understand any of it.
You're not alone. The audience is the first time they play this game, they look at that, it's like, yep, that's pretty much us. Are you going to explain some more of it to us? No, we're supposed to identify with Shion and not have any idea what's going on. Anyway, you were cold in the fact that you weren't hungry and wanted to go be by yourself, so you said no to his dinner invitation. No, I don't think so. Not at all. Anyway, with that being said, email time. This one should be obvious. We got out of a dungeon. First things first. We now have access to going back there, which is good. We will want to go back there at some point. After the next sequence, I think? Maybe. We'll see. And there's not a whole lot to do around... Oh, yeah, there's this one too. I'm waiting for emails, so I'm not fast-forwarding it. Here, we get FR Shot unlocked for KOS-MOS, which is nice. You want to know why this is probably one of my favorite emails we ever get? Because I don't care about FR shot. We get access to X-Buster. X-Buster, for those of you who don't know, was the tech that she used against all the Gnosis when we were escaping the cathedral ship. The one that obliterated all of them and basically absorbed them. It doesn't do any absorbing, but it does do beam attack on all enemies, and it is insanely good. It is by far her best tech, and one we'll be using the vast majority of the time. So good. Anyway, make sure to download. I think X-Buster is given to you automatically, but do download to get FR shot. I think that's a little better than what she has on now. Now we can do fast forward. And there's one more email. Alright, we'll turn off fast forward. I couldn't remember where this one was. Here is a reply to the last one that we sent, where we said that the snake charmer, whoever it was like the sister is now the one we're chasing after, and we try to figure out where she was based on all those decoders that we got throughout the game, the 2 of them. And if you answered the Durandal, you are correct, and you get congratulated. That is literally all you get for doing that. If you guess either of the other 2 answers, which are both wrong, you will get 100,000 G for your efforts. Why did I choose this one? Well, doing this and advancing the plot a little bit gets us something else, which is definitely better. So we'll wait until we get that to explain the last little bit of it. Anyway, the idea was they were going to unleash a deadly nanomachine in like the air system or UNN or something, I don't know. But basically, yeah. Just have to let things take their course at this point. Anyway, there's our congratulations. And that's fine. Those are the 3 emails that we have access to at this point. There won't be any more until we do some more stuff there. So I'm just going to cut this out. We need to go back to, actually, yeah, I'll meet you on the Elsa. We'll go back to Dock Colony. Okay, so we're back on the Dock Colony. In fact, we can just leave fast forward right on there. All we're doing here is making a quick stop. I guess you could have come back here earlier. I almost never do because it's after like one small plot point. But if we go back here after we gave her the seed, it's budding. Just a little more to go. And if you talk to her one more time, we get another little cutscene. I'll come check again. And she almost speaks. So that's nice. Anyway, that's pretty much all we can do here. I don't think there's anything else of value. They might have updated the shop, though I don't think so, because the next shop we have access to is also something that hasn't been updated, so probably not yet. Now, our goal is to meet Alan. He's getting rid of his sorrows of being let down by Shion in the bar. Of course, he's not actually drinking. He's, well, we'll see later. No, I just don't want to think about it. And yeah, but before we do any of that stuff, there is something else that we can do. We have a new segment decoder. I believe it's number 3, if I'm not mistaken. And we can make use of that. So let's just run through here. And we want to go into here first. And we want to run all the way to the other side. I probably should have done all this off screen, but oh well. Too late now. There we go, run all the way over here, and it's in the cleaners. Cleaners are all the way down here. Don't worry, we'll get a lot more used to this area in a little bit here. We can open this one now, pop in here, and we get robot part right leg. I believe that means we have both legs, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just pop back down here, and in order to make use of said legs, we need to go to talk to the professor, which sounds like no fun at all. So let's go back to the eggs parts shop thingy, which, yeah, basically the only use of coming here is going to see the professor again. And we get Chapter 3, Hyper Assistant Scott appears. Yeah, it's kind of weird how they do the audio. If you're listening in headphones, like almost all the audio like the noises and the sound effects are coming out of the right side, and the drum or the hum or the whatever that you get everywhere in this game comes out of the left. It's kind of weird. Yeah. No, it means that you paid somebody to help you. Hopefully. In order to get these events to go, I don't think you need to advance the plot. I think you just need to get items, but they kind of go hand in hand because all of the robot parts are located in the segment addresses, which of course you need to go to new dungeons to get new decoders so you can go back to previous dungeons and open doors. Pretty much it. And here we have Assistant Scott. I don't think so, buddy. No. Fine, we'll admit it. This guy is so weird. Yeah, I do that with my profs all the time, though. Everyone calls them a prof, right? I don't know, whatever. But, yeah, I don't know, this whole segment's kind of weird. I was considering putting in a specific theme from the second game. Those of you who have played the second game know which one I'm probably talking about. It's appropriate. Yeah, no. We'll leave it to the surprise at that point. So yeah, we've got 2 legs here, so we can get a new ether for Shion. They're all for Shion, by the way. Every single one of them. For whatever reason. And eventually, once you're done playing around, we'll get a spark, some lightning, and fade to black. They don't show us anything. Not that I would expect them to be able to show this off very well, but anyway, we get the Dominion tank. The Dominion tank costs a little more ether and does hit damage to all enemies. I'll test it out, but as far as I'm aware, slash, of course, will always be better than hit, because I don't think anything is weak to hit. So we'll try it out and see if it's of any use. It probably won't be, but... Alright, I don't know if there's anything else I need to do. If there is, I will go to there. If not, I will go in here and we'll see what's going on. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else I need to do right now. Nothing of any great value. We're going to have a lot of opportunity to do a bunch of stuff coming up. But first, we need to talk to Alan. The important stuff, even the stuff that we did, isn't particularly important, but yeah. Why is Alan here? Do you have anything to say? Yeah, he's kind of scrawny. Anyway, let's talk to him. They don't even bother to give this scene voice acting. Not that I think even these voice actors could do it justice. This scene is just too ridiculous, but whatever, I guess. What do you think of this pose? No, you don't look very cool at all. What is the matter? As long as you're alright. She was just unhappy that she might have been mean to him. And apparently there was supposed to be a mad tone in there, though, from the dialogue. It's not like you can really tell. Anyway, that advances the plot.
The vermin have eluded the trap. Prepare yourself.
So we'll finally hear it. The song. I can't wait for that wonderful song.
What have you just done? Did you kill your own underling? If you can't tell by that laugh that he's evil, you gotta watch some more Batman. Listen to the Joker's laugh too. Oh, that's great. And we heard that song once before.
Hey, Guinan. That's...
It can't be. The Song of Nephilim?
Song of Nephilim.
No!
Huh? Chaos.
That's the first
They
time
mustn't allow it to play.
that Chaos has expressed pretty much any emotion. And there's Wilhelm.
The song.
So it begins.
And this red dude that they haven't named, or maybe they named him, I can't remember. Uh-oh. What's going on? Holy crap! What's going on here?
Large-scale gate out! Repeat, large-scale gate out! The UMN geodesic structure is being forcibly replaced!
I don't know what that means.
The Gnosis!
Junior, the Federation ships!
Yeah, they're being obliterated. That would probably explain what's going on. Gnosis. We had about, what, 5 seconds to relax here?
4 minutes to contact with the Foundation!
Uh-oh.
The civilians. Start evacuating them immediately.
No doubt.
If all else fails, we may have to abandon the Foundation. Is that acceptable?
No.
I'll leave it to you. Evacuate all civilians into the Durandal!
Acknowledged. I'll make the announcement.
That's not good. Because, well, the Durandal's in there, it can't fight, and it really needs to fight. And with only a couple of those little transport
Where's
thingies,
KOS-MOS?
you're probably
if we
in
activate
trouble.
the Hilbert effect, it could buy us some time for the evacuation.
Good point.
Xion, did you call for me?
I love it. She shows up perfectly when ready.
Yes, I am ready.
Activating Hilbert effect.
Reports of Gnosis sighted in Colony Precinct 32! They've also penetrated Precincts 18 and 27.
What?
The Hilbert effect.
Affirmative. Activating Hilbert effect.
Oh boy.
This should keep them from materializing inside the colony.
That should help.
In any case, we have to hurry up and get everyone on board.
Yep.
If we don't do something, the Gnosis are going to take over the entire metropolis.
I'll help with the evacuation.
I'll go as well.
All right, the flashback, the potential future, anyway. Now, with all of the stuff that we've learned throughout that last dungeon, there is a whole lot of information that is now available in
I am
the
happy to be of
database.
service.
Good.
So even though we have access to our characters and we can go straight to doing plot stuff, I'm going to head into the database. I've already got a list of all of the database entries I've already read off, and so I'm going to go in there off screen, read them all to myself, find the ones that are interesting, and I'll read those ones for you guys and kind of talk about them. We won't just sit there and mindlessly read them all, because that's kind of boring. Don't do anything reckless. Well, we do have a skate pack, so we can do some running away. Yep. I don't need to talk to everybody. They all say kind of the same stuff. Gnosis are bad, lots of Gnosis. That's kind of the plan. Yeah, we should probably go do that. Anyway, so that's what my plan is for next time. And yeah, that's pretty much all for this one. So we'll see you guys next time.